Well, this time of year in the Coulee region, a treasure hunt always begins. It's not for the Sunfish Days medallion or some kind of buried treasure.
On this hunt, all you have to do is keep your eyes peeled and know where to look.
Tonight, News Channel 8's Jennifer Livingston and photographer Travis Cobbs literally go in search of one of the area's most sought-after natural resources.
There is a certain magic about spring. The sea of brown bare trees replaced with vibrant green. The silence of winter giving way to the song of returning birds. But there's something else that pops up every spring.
There's one. There's one.
That sends young and old alike into a fungi frenzy.
Take your time. Take your time.
Oh, there's another one.
Morel mushrooms are considered a seasonal delicacy in the food world. They are very pricey and can only be found in the wild for a few short weeks in spring.
It's really important to get all the dirt off and keep them nice and clean.
Galesville resident Matt Anderson has become quite accustomed to the annual quest.
We've been hunting morel mushrooms for as long as I can remember. Here's one right up here.
Matt, along with his wife and kids, his parents, and his brother's family,
Let me get in there.
take to the woods every day during the brief season to try and capitalize on the cash cow that awaits them.
They started out at the beginning of this year paying $14 a pound.
And when you find nearly 200 pounds, like the Andersons did last year, that translates into some serious cash.
Ooh.
I don't really like to eat them. I don't really even like the smell of them when people cook them, but I like the smell of money, and that works for me. Someone will like them.
If you've never hunted for morels before, there are a few guidelines to follow.
When you go out morel mushroom hunting, we don't start by scanning the ground looking for mushrooms. I scan the trees. I look at the tops of the trees, try and identify a dead elm tree. Where's the tree? An elm tree that's 100% dead with about 80% of its bark still intact. You got another one? And then about 20% of those you might find mushrooms. Nothing in here? This is a good tree too.
Spotting them is half the battle.
Sometimes you just got to stand and stare for a little bit. Just take your time, one step at a time. It's a lot of looking, and that's where the hunting comes in, and that's why it's so rewarding when you do find them, because you spend all this time looking, and then all of a sudden it's like jackpot. Oh, look at that. Look what Kinley has. Woo-hoo. And it's like picking dollar bills off the ground. Look at that one. That's a nice morale. What other activity can you do as a family where you can go out, everybody has fun, do some hike, get some fresh air, and make some money? Oh, I see a couple.
Near Galesville,
Can I grab that one right there?
Jennifer Livingston, News Channel 8.
That little girl was excited. Woohoo!
Yeah.
The competition among morel hunters can be pretty fierce. In fact, usually the location of the gold mine Jennifer went out on would be very top secret.
Yeah, but luckily for the Andersons, it's on their private property, so no such secrecy is needed.
By the way, the Andersons always split all of the money they earn off the morels equally.
And last year they made about $3,000 total, and Jen brought a bag of those morel mushrooms home and fried them up with some butter and even a little beer in there.
Really?
They were wonderful.
Were they?
They're very good.
Worth the whatever they're going for, $14 a pound.
Yeah,
huh?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I would agree.